you guys. Welcome to Whispers in Ink. Today, you guys, we're going to be customizing your calendar. Guys, I really struggle with calendars. Not only do I struggle finding the right calendar, but I also struggle with personalizing it because I'm more apt to use it if I love how it looks. So I found this calendar, this Chaos Coordinator, which you guys know, this is super close to the shenanigans that I am always up for. And I found this, and I found it on Amazon, so no big deal, but I thought that the space was big enough to write in, and the thing that I liked is that there's a little to do here on the side, plus there's room on the bottom. So I figured I would try this one, and I already had this plastic piece from another calendar that I already had. So I'm going to make it so that it fits in this so that I can decorate the front. And I'm doing the decorating part not only to encourage you to personalize your calendars, but I'm also doing the decorating part because it makes me happy to be able to look at something and know that it's mine. And I'm going to only be putting my favorite things on here. So my favorite things, obviously, purple, one of my favorite things. I love coffee. I love butterflies. I like flowers. I love crumb cake. Those are all of the things that I personally like. So when you go to do your calendar, you want to use the things that make you happy. So I'm going to show you some of the things that I pulled. Plus I have a little tip for you and maybe a little trick. But I also want to suggest, I guess, or encourage. I like encourage better. Encourage you to use things that really speak to your heart when you are personalizing this calendar. So let's talk a little bit about the different things that I have. Okay, I'm going to put this to the side for a minute. Now, big thing for me is coffee. You guys know that. But one of the other big things for me is butterflies, you guys. I love butterflies and purple and crumb cake. Look at that. Go figure. So I cut out this big swallowtail because the swallowtail is one of my favorites. And then I have, because I've got a color theme going here, I have little butterflies just because I like doing things in threes. So I have those. I'm going to put those in there because you know they're going to get lost. And then I have this soft suede coffee cup with the crumb cake liner. But that's the trick that I want to show you. I have adhesive sheets here because I want to change that, just the flower or the leaf part. And I want to use Pear Pizzazz, so that this will be brown with brown and a little bit of green. And I'm going to walk you through how to use the adhesive sheets. And we're going to be making this coffee cup. And we're totally personalizing that coffee cup. So the coffee cup stuff, and you guys know the link to in the description. Everything will be in there. But here's the teacup dies. Okay. That's the coffee cup that I'm using. And okay, you guys, I know it's a teacup, but why couldn't it be a coffee cup? Because teacups typically, unless they're the little pretty ones, you guys, the teacups in my house, teacups and coffee cups are all the same thing. I'm just saying. All right, and then the other thing that I'm using, you guys, is the Brilliant Wings stamp set or die cut set. And I used a lot. I used the swallowtail here, and I cut this one out. And then I didn't use the brick, but I did use this little one. And you guys, I used the little bubbles here, and I even used the little hash marks on a panel piece. And check this out. I have this measured to go across the whole front. Doesn't that look cool? I love how that kind of grunges it up a little bit, because you guys know that's the other thing I like to do. I like to take my ink dauber and I like to sponge things up, and we call it dirtying it up, okay? And we're going to end up doing that to this. So, and then the other thing that I need to figure out, and I have an idea of what I want to do. I'm going to put these to the side for a minute. I want to talk about words. A lot of word options here. You can do this. You're an inspiration. But for me, what I want to use heartfelt, wildly grateful, and smile. Those are all words that I use on a daily basis. And these are words that speak to me. Okay? So there's a lot of great sentiments that you can use. Obviously, this is just 3 stamp sets, you guys. So use the words that mean the most to you. Okay, so let's talk about how we're going to do this decorating. But first, let's go through what we're going to do to get the green leaves first. So I have the scrap piece, and it doesn't need to fit the whole thing. All I need is this part where the leaves are. So I'm going to take this cardstock piece, and I'm going to put it, I'm actually going to bring it down here. And I don't need to do the whole entire thing. And I'm going to cut this with my scissors. So this is one of the regular adhesive sheets, you guys. It comes in, here it is. I knew I brought it over here. It comes in a 6x12 size, and you get 12 pieces. That will be in the product list below. And we're going to go ahead and trim this like this. And we're going to use that. And you guys, I always forget, before we die cut this out, we're going to use that. I always forget about the adhesive sheets. And I always struggle with my crazy nails, I know, to get the pieces separated. Doesn't help that I didn't put my glasses on. Come on. Okay, here we go. Now we got it. Okay, so this is the sticky side, because that doesn't stick. Here's the sticky side, and we're going to put that right on here, just like that. And I just put it in the middle. And we're going to, that's garbage, we're going to take this, and I'm going to run this through the mini. Don't you guys love this boho blue? That's a new in color. And if you want to get one, contact me. I can help you get one. Okay, so we're going to take this and we're going to run it through just like this. And you guys know I try to have all the die cuts done, but I wanted to show you how this works. All right. So now, I don't want this. I'm not worried about that. I'm only going to be using this leaf part. So, we're going to take these other sections out. And I know, oh, careful, careful. There we go. And this section out. And I'm going to take my scissors, and yes, I know it's fussy cutting. Not everybody likes to fussy cut, but I promise this one's going to be worth it. And we're going to fussy cut this. Oh, I didn't even think about it. I could have done one of these ahead of time. Sorry, you guys. But we're going to go around here. And then here. Like that. And we're going to take that off. And we're going to take this off. Because what I want is I want it to look like the leaf is a separate color. Just that leaf section. So we're going to take this off. And then popping these out. They will come out, you guys, but because of that adhesive in the back, some of them will come out when we go ahead and pull the adhesive sheet off. Let's round this out a little bit more. And we're going to round this out a little bit more because I want it to really look like it's an additional. There we go. That's better. All right, I noticed that when I went to pop this one through, it started to pick up. There we go. See how some of those centers are coming out? Just like that. So now what we need to do is pop these other ones out. Carefully. Actually, this might be a perfect situation for the silicone craft sheet. Oh, so silicone craft sheet. A bazillion uses. If you don't have one, you're really going to love this one. So what we're going to do is I'm making those center pieces stick so that they come out on the silicone craft sheet. Check that out. Oh, that made things so much nicer. Okay, so now we're going to take this piece That was a good one. That was a good tip. I need this piece to come off. Come on. There we go. Come on. There. All right, so now oh, they're all getting stuck to my fingers. There we go. Now we're going to carefully, one leaf at a time, going to line all this up. Just like not too shabby. So there is, let's pull this one in. Oh, wrong way. So there's our leaf. Can finagle these a little bit. There we go. So there's our green leaf on top of our crumb cake piece. Oh my gosh, you guys, I love it when a plan comes together. Don't you? Okay, so now there's that. Let's put this, let's get rid of the sticky stuff. No more sticky stuff. That's all done. All right. So my favorite things, butterflies, coffee, and I like words of encouragement. So that's one of the reasons why I chose the words that I chose. So now we're going to glue this on. And see what I mean? I forgot to use the adhesive sheets. Bum, bum, bum. But if you go really lightly, very carefully. I know I should be using that other little fine tip glue and I forget to grab it and put it over here. So here's that. So there's our coffee cup. 3-tone coffee cup. Love it. All right, now all of this, everything that I'm going to put on here, you guys, typically I am a dimensional crazed person. But because this is going in this calendar and it's going to have that protective sleeve on it, no dimensionals. I know you're shocked. I don't know that I'm going to do any ribbon either, which is another shocking incident. All right, so all my pieces are in my little cup. I have to grab my soft suede ink. And then we're gonna dirty this edge up. Because to me, here's what I'm thinking in regards to dirtying up these edges. I like dirtying up edges because it looks worn and used. Okay, it's a preference. You don't like it, don't do it. It's your, remember, this calendar is about you. There's that. And we're going to dirty this up. This has a super short reveal. And I did that intentionally. Just enough to break up the purple that I'm going to, or the Fresh Freesia pattern that I'm going to use on the front. Now, everybody's calendar is going to be different. Oh, here's the other thing you can do too. I just remembered. Now, if you want to personalize your calendar, but you don't have that plastic sleeve, that's okay, because if you grab some laminate sheets, Avery Labels has laminate sheets, and they're sticky sheets. You can make your calendar front, you guys, and then you can use that laminate sheet and put that on the top. All right, so obviously this is way too big. Not way too big, just a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure from here to here. Let's glue these parts together so that they don't get lost. Glue these together. Like this. Like this, like this. There we go. And I haven't decided if I like it this way or if I like it this way. I'm not 100% sure yet. So that'll go up there. All right. So with that, our next step is I've got my 12-inch ruler here. And this is, oh, I don't even know, 7/8, 10 inches and 7/8. 10 and 7/8, I think, is what I'm going with. Gotta bring my arm out. So 10 and 7/8. And every calendar is going to be different, you guys. Every calendar is going to be different. Here's the other thing. Because I have this plastic that I want to reuse, I love that it has pockets in it. So I know it fits in here this way, but it is a Scotch short. And seriously, it's just a Scotch short. Let me put that in there. See, it buckles a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit off on the front and the back. So this front piece, I'm going to take my trimmer and I'm going to take 1/8 of an inch off. Just 1/8 of an inch. Make sure it's flat. And just cut it off. Just 1/8 of an inch. And I'm going to do that on the front and the back. Don't worry, I'm doing that just so it fits in the sleeve because I don't have any more of those laminate sheets. So we've got that and that. I'm going to double check this way. I want to make sure that this is straight, which it's not. That's what I was worried about. I had to have this trimmed, you guys, to fit in that sleeve. So, and it was just a little bit off. I could see it. See how that's a little bit wider than that one? So just a little bit off. So that's fixed. So now I should be able to put this on here, and I'm going to let it hang over. Actually, no, I'm not, because it's going to have to stretch. Let's make sure that it fits in here first, because I don't want to adhere anything if it doesn't fit. So I'm going to shove this in here like that. And then this can go in here. Now, you guys, I could have just trimmed from the back side, I guess. I didn't even think about that till just now. See, and it fits in here perfectly now. And how much of an edge is there? Not much. So I'm going to, when I place my designer series paper on this inside, I'm going to have it hang over just a little itty bitty bit to help camouflage this edge. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. See how there's that little edge there? The plastic is all the way to the edge, but my cover isn't. And that's okay because I wanted it in this plastic sleeve. Because, you know, the 100 million times that you take it out of your bag or your purse or whatever, you know you want it to have a good cover. Okay, so it fits in here, so long as we don't put too much bulk on there. So now we're going to take our designer series paper, and this is from the Dandy Designs, you guys. This is celebration paper. So what I'm going to do, because this is a 2-year calendar, in case I really like it, you guys, and I want to change it up in a couple of months, I'm only going to use glue dots to adhere this to the cover. Okay, so I'm going to grab my glue dots, and I'm going to just do the 4 corners because that's more than enough to hold it on for the use that I'm going to use it for, because I can take that sleeve off. So we're going to do, I think we're going to do 3 here and then 2 on the other side. And I'm going to do these first. I'm going to line it up. Let's do it this way. Line it up just over a little bit. Just like that. And then our 3 little glue dots are going to hold it exactly where I want it. And then I'm going to just fold this over. Now you have some options here. You can leave this like this and just fold this over. However, I think I want to put white paper on there. Just some white. Only because then I can stamp on it if I want to, or I can do some other things. I don't need the whole thing. Let's see, how much do I really need? We need a little over 5 inches. Okay. So I'm going to bring in my trimmer, and I'm going to do 5 1/4 inches. And then I remember that it was 10 7/8. That's what we did the length. So I'm going to trim that little bit off. Just that little bit. And I'm going to put this on, and then I'm going to do the glue dots with this part too. All right, so glue dots and glue dots and glue dots. Today we've got lots of glue dots. There and there. Line that up with the edge. There's that. And I'm not so worried, you guys. This is not exactly straight down here, but I'm not going to worry about that because it's the back side. I was starting to worry about it, but you know, sometimes you got to talk yourself off the ledge, right? Don't worry about it. All right, so we're going to secure that white there. And we'll put this in here. And then this one down here. And just, there we go. So that the back side doesn't look kind of crazy. All right, so we've got all that. Now, one more time, I want to make sure that it fits. So we're going to take this, and I'm going to slide it in. Making sure. I like doing several dry runs when I'm doing this, you guys, and I like to do it just so that I can be 100% sure that it's going to fit once I put all the pretties on it. There. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Perfect. Love it. All right. So now, because all of my pretties that I'm going to do are on the front, I'm just going to take out this front panel piece. So let's decorate. This is the fun part, you guys. So I want to put this panel piece, I'm thinking right there. And then we've got butterflies, and we'll put our coffee. And I think we're going to do these 2 butterflies down here. And then we have our words. So I have some scrap pieces of crumb cake here. Shocking, I know. And we're going to take our heartfelt and our wildly grateful and our smile, and we're going to stamp those. But I think we need some purple. I think we're going to stamp that in Highland Heather. Over there. And oh, you guys, I love that. Isn't that pretty? Obviously, it needs to be straight, but whoops. Now, if you want to do ribbon, I just had an idea. Something just popped into my head. What if we put this like this? That way then I can have the words come off of that. And we can do this. And then we can have this sit on one of the words. Ooh, I like that. Oh, I love that. Okay, I'm liking that. Okay, so we've got our Wildly Grateful, which I think is what's going to be the... I think that one's too fat. Hang on. Oh, it was. Our Wildly Grateful sentiment is where our coffee is going to sit. We're going to have that coming off of here. I'm going to flag the ends. I think that will be perfect. I know it doesn't matter if it's straight or not, but do 3 1/4 inches ought to be plenty, big enough, and I know my heartfelt got stuck on my trimmer. And then our smile will fit on that little piece, and then I'll need one more piece like this. Flag in my Wildly Grateful end. And I'm going to bring in my dauber. Just like that. Move that. We'll put this down here. We'll move our butterfly. And then we'll put our cup like right there. Oh, love it. Okay. So excited. I need another skinny piece. Goodness knows, where would I find something like that? There. I actually think I have a skinnier piece. I know. I should have done a little more prep work for this, right, you guys? And it's going to work. All right. So our heartfelt is going to go here. And then grab one more block. And I want to trim this just a little bit. What is that? 3/4. I'm going down to 5/8 of an inch because I think it's a little bit too big for that smile. Just a little. I'd like some breathing room, but I think that might be a little bit too much. And then the other thing I want to do. Okay, so here's our words, not this one. I'm loving this, but I'm thinking that we need to bring in a little bit more of that Highland Heather. And I think what I'd like to do is add just a little skinny piece. Underneath, so like this, and then flag it. I think I like, ooh, there's 2 pieces there. Perfect. Perfect. Love it when that happens. Okay. So got this end flagged. We're going to pull this out. And I want that. I want to double up the flag, kind of like that. So we're going to put some glue on here. And then we're going to put this on here. So tell me in the comments section, what words would you use? I want to hear what words you would use in the comment section. And it doesn't matter if they're actually in a stamp set. I want to know what words you would want to use on the front of your calendar. Inspiration was definitely one that I was thinking of. But tell me which ones you would use. I'm curious. Because that's what this whole thing is about, you guys. It needs to mean something to you. Okay? I'm going to do the same thing. That's what this is all about. Now, and here's the thing, you guys. This kind of goes along with the little decorated calendar that we did for the 12 days of Crafty Christmas gifts. But, to me, this is for you. You're doing this because you did not get one of those calendars. And okay, and this one, is this one too fat? That one's a little bit too fat. This one's got to go down a little bit, because that one's too big. It's almost the same size that was the crumb cake piece. So it needs to be a little bit, there we go, that's better. A little bit smaller. And cut that. You guys, this is a fun way to, you could add a bunch of flags on your ends and use up some of your scraps. If that's what you like. I mean, this is entirely up to you what you want to do. Okay? Which is the reason why I want to do this, because you're customizing your calendar. And I think that will dirty up this edge here, just for a little bit of color variation. Because a smile is going to come off of that. And then heartfelt, I think, is going to come over here. So I want this edge to be straight. Trim that up just a little bit. Just like that. Okay, so let's assemble. Now we have all of our parts and pieces. I'm going to pull this apart a little bit. I want to glue the Wildly Grateful part onto that edge, onto this. Doo-dee-doo. So that it looks like that. And this piece can get glued on where we want it. Oh, you guys have no idea how hard it is not to use dimensionals. Apparently, I need a dimensional intervention. Oh, goodness. Okay. Kind of line that up. Bring that down just a little bit. There we go. There's that. Next thing, let's put the coffee cup on. Just like that. Oh my gosh, you guys, I am loving how this came out. Oh, this makes me happy. And then we're going to put our smile. We're going to glue our smile to the back of the butterfly. You guys, I got to go get those brass butterflies because we're going to need those. And we're going to put that this way. And then we're going to glue this onto to our piece. So we're going to put some glue there and a little bit of glue there. A lot of glue there and a lot of glue there. So that's going to go there. Hold that on for a minute. And then our heartfelt. I think we'll put up there. So it's kind of like a step with the words. What do you guys think about that? Because I want to be able to see all the other little doodaddy things too. So that was my intention. I know that this one's a little bit longer, you guys. Could you imagine if we had to cut all of it? Oh. There's that. And then put this butterfly here and this butterfly over here. Actually, I think we're going to put it down here like that. Brass butterflies. I didn't bring them over here, you guys, so I got to grab them. Here they are. Okay, who says that we only need to use 3? Not me. I think we're going to go with 5. We're going to go with 5 today, you guys. Oh, I know, lots of butterflies. There we go. Okay. So now this, I want to give you guys a good look. So up top, oh, sorry, there we go. Up top, all the way down. Oh, you guys, that is so awesome. And now we're going to put this back in the sleeve part. Slide that in there, and there we go. There's my new calendar, you guys. There we go. So the easy part, you guys, is that I can pull this off and redecorate if I want to. But I really like that. Oh, you guys, isn't it pretty? All right, so tell me, what 3 words would you put on yours? I'm very curious. I want to know. And don't forget, you guys, hit the like button and comment telling me 3 words. If you're new to the channel, you guys, don't forget to subscribe. I would love for you to subscribe so you don't forget, so you don't miss anything. Not forget, so you don't miss anything. And if you have any questions, you guys, let me know, because I do come back and answer your questions. Have a great day getting crafty, you guys. I look forward to seeing you again on Tuesday.